Okay, hello there, I'm Dennis. And in this video, I've installed FreeBSD on VirtualBox. And when I got through, I followed my guide exactly. And when I got through, I rebooted, everything was fine. It was in a VirtualBox, so I didn't bother installing all of these programs, not yet anyway. So when I got through making the base install on XFCE desktop, which I got running right there, set up in my VirtualBox, the next thing I wanted to do was set up my printer. In order to set up a printer, you have to install some programs, and we just went over that. And you need to edit the etc.dev.fs.rules folder or directory and enter these right here. So I do have it set up in my VirtualBox. It is running. I give it 2 cores of processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM. I turn the video memory all the way up, and I give it 6 gigabytes of swap space. So let me bring up a terminal. Let's go ahead and say sudo ee etc dev fs.rules, and you'll see I got all that set up over there. System 10, I made my appropriate run cam control, got my appropriate number right there, or D message, I'm sorry, both. Let me get out of here before I mess that up. Clear the screen. All right, so I got that part done. All was good. Hunky-dory, as they might say. The next thing I had to do was edit the rc.conf file. So sudo ee etc rc.conf, and at the bottom here you'll see where I was setting up my cups. Cups enable equals yes, good. The next one is dev fs underscore system underscore rule set equals double quotes system. And what I did by accident was I replaced that with, instead of a double quote, I made a single quote. So let me get out of here, and we're going to leave that mistake there, that error. We'll leave the editor, and I will save the changes. So let me close out of that, and let's reboot. If we can, not from there, we'll do it from here. Log out, restart. And let's see what happens. Keep in mind this is in the etc.rc.conf file, which means it's going to get loaded when the system boots up. So the first thing it'll do is load the stuff in the bootloader. Then from there it'll go to rc.conf. And enable all those services. Okay. I'm going to right control C to get me in. Nope, can't do that. Get in the right spot here. There we go. Right control C. Well, even that didn't work. Right control C. There we go. This is the error you're going to receive. That's a little too big. Uh-oh. All right, VirtualBox. Incorporate. This is what you're going to receive, or this is what I received. It says enter full path name or of shell, or return for hit return or the enter key for bin sh prompt. And it says the error is a syntax error, undeterminated quoted string in etc.rc.conf. So, okay, you're going to think, all right, well, it says I can hit return and get into the shell. It says I'm logged in as root, so let me go edit rc.conf, and there it is. And right here is the single quote error. Let's backspace that out. We're going to make that correction now in Easy Editor. Escape key to leave the editor, and we're going to save the changes, and we get an unable to create file etc rc.conf. In other words, it's not going to save it. So we're going to leave the editor, no save. Here's what I found as the fix. I'm going to have to move this back down a little bit here. Change this. First thing we're going to do is this was the error that we just got and saw. We're going to reboot. And when we reboot, we're going to reboot using the second selection or boot single user mode. Let me reboot. And I probably should go ahead and get out of scaled mode. All right, so far all is normal. Now my first option, it says boot multiple user, but I'm going to press 2 for the boot single user. And it says type a question mark for help. I'll do just that. Whoops. There we go. All right. If we look right here, there's a command in there called boot. Boot a file or loaded kernel. Let me Q to quit out of there. And we're going to say OK here. Q to quit. Boot. Yep. Type in the word boot. Finish that command off. I'm going to go back and control C scaled mode. All right, now we're back to our shell. So now let me type in press enter. We're going to right here drop me back into a root shell. So I hit enter at the error. Now I'm going to go fsck, short for file system check. Then we're going to say mount space hyphen lowercase u space slash. Hit enter. Lastly, we're going to mount space hyphen lowercase a space hyphen lowercase t space UFS. Hit enter. Now we're going to go back into our etc rc.conf file. And we're going to go back down to cuts. We're going to make this correction. And if all goes right, we should be able to save it. Escape. Leave the editor, save the changes, and you can see that it saved the changes. What that means is now I can just reboot. Let's just reboot, and all should go normal. While that's doing that, I'll get out of right, Control C. Explain a little bit what happened. fsck, that file system check, then mount space hyphen lowercase u space slash was mount u. It mounts the root partition, both read and write. And you can see in the background here, this is loading up normally. That out of the way for a second. All right, we mounted the root partitions as read and write permissions. Then we mounted -a space -t UFS, mounts all UFS partitions, Unix file systems. And back to my login screen. Let me log in. It's back over here. And let me go into a terminal. And let's say sudo ee etc rc.conf. And down at the bottom under cups there, you'll see I have a double quote. So, let me escape. Leave the editor, it didn't do anything. Control L, clear the screen. And that's it. That's how you correct the error. It's very much reminiscent of booting into an Arch ISO and arch or mounting the drive and then arch to rooting over into that drive and being able to manipulate the system and then rebooting or get out of it or whatever you're going to do. It's very much like that. And I haven't tried this. I discovered this by mistake. I literally made this error on real hardware, not in a virtual box. I did reproduce it here in the virtual box, and it was exactly the same process. Like I was going to say, I haven't experimented with this to see if it works in the bootloader.conf or the devfs files and all those others. I don't think it does, only with, well, I mean, you can boot in and make corrections if you need to that way, but I think that this is going to primarily deal with correcting boot up errors. I'm not positive of that. I wouldn't swear to it. But what I will say, this is FreeBSD, and I believe this is tips number 10. I appreciate you watching. Y'all have a good day. Peace out. Bye.